Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to be watching the new cards on this panoramic, as it were. Okay, so... What? What's this? What? The Howling Abyss, 7 mana. Okay, it's 7 mana. Round start, create in hand a random level 2 champion that's not in your hand, deck, or play. What is this? So you get a level 2, you get a leveled up champion that isn't in your deck. And it's every round. How good is that? How good is that? It's 7 mana, which makes it a really want to play in a really slow deck. And that's probably why it showed it along ramp, because this is the kind of card you would want in a ramp deck with champ. It gives you card advantage, and it gives you really powerful it can give you really powerful champions. And they're already leveled up, so you don't have to fulfill their level up condition. And that's also not including... So basically, if you run this, you get more champions. Nice. And you don't really have to play this a 3 of. You could play it a 1 of or 2 of, and you can just pop off with it. As an alternative value engine in ramp. That's really cool. I think definitely something you can play around with this. This is a really cool card. Alright. Voices of the Old Ones. 8 mana, burst speed. Alright. We're looking good. This is looking good. Get 2 empty gems. Okay. For the top 4 cards in your deck, draw each card that costs 8+, then shuffle your deck. Wow. Wait a second. So you get 2 empty mana gems. So at mana 8, you instantly ramp. If you play this on mana 8, you instantly ramp up to mana 10. That's pretty crazy. So it's a ramp and a draw effect. It's ramp and draw. So it cycles itself. It's a spell. You can do it at burst speed without passing initiative. Holy crap! This is a good card. This is a good card. I don't know. It's hard to judge how great it is, because it's obviously a combo piece. You would use this in your Aurelian, or not even your Aurelian Soul deck. You would... Well, yeah, you would just... This works the best with Trundle, and Trundle works well with Aurelian Soul. So you might see it in your Trundle Aurelian Soul deck as a way to quickly ramp to mana 10. Because it gives you 2. And it's permanent. 2 permanent mana crystals. Wow. You could probably run this instead of... No, you couldn't run this instead of that. Okay, now that I think of it, it could be a little awkward, given, like, the mid-turn. This could only be played in the mid-game turns, because it's 8 mana. Even with mana banked, you can only play this on turn 6, given that you haven't ramped. By turn 6, you want to have already played Trundle and stuff like that. Well, it doesn't interrupt too much, because Trundle, you can play Trundle on 4 if you get lucky with your ramp. So, interesting. I like this card. This card is nice, very nice. Very nice card. It's fun to think about these things. An elusive, and it has stun synergy. Okay, wait a second. Hold up, wait a minute. It's from Targon. A Targon elusives, everybody? Targon elusives? 5 mana, 3/3. Sneaky Zebbles. They are adorable. Play stun enemies with 2 or less power. Ooh, This is an interesting card. This is like the elusive counter, or like elusive aggro counter. Wow. How interesting. So like, usually the elusive keyword makes you think, okay, aggro. But its play effect is more of a control play effect. And it synergizes with Yasuo of all things. Targon Yasuo, baby? I mean, there's already Leona Yasuo, but I don't know if this kind of card would fit in there. But it might. Elusives are strong no matter what. And the better the stats on the elusive body, the better it is in general, but it is at the cost of 2 mana. But that is an interesting play effect that goes along with it. It's almost like this card is trying to be 2 different things. But by being so, it's more balanced that way. So I can see why they did it. Very interesting card. Might play around with it, but I don't foresee it being any good. Ooh. Can we just wait a second? Can we just talk about the art here? Can we? This is some really good fucking art. Oh, it's Tiare the Traveler and his crew. Oh, this is another part of their story up upon the mountain. That's really cool. I love the lore of these cards. 4 mana 4/4. Play. Grant an ally overwhelm. That's really good. And that's in Targon? There are a lot of cards you would like to give overwhelm in Targon. So 4 mana 4/4 body. It's funny. You could put this overwhelm on Lee Sin if you wanted to. This would work well with a lot of Freljord cards that are beefy but but lack the overwhelm keyword, or basically any big boys that lack overwhelm. This card enables them, and that's awesome. Plus, it's on a 4/4. It's a 4/4 with 4 mana stat line sort of deal. Yeah, this card is looking pretty good. It's not the most broken card, but honestly, I don't know if any of these cards are broken. All I see is just interesting new mechanic, and I'm like, ooh, how would that work? So it's a little hard to tell how viable all these cards are, but definitely interesting concepts that I would love to explore. And that's kind of what I'm looking for right now in Legends of Runeterra. We had Rising Tides a while back, and that was like the golden age. It was the golden age. And then Rise of the Mountain came out, and it was okay. I love Leona, don't get me wrong, but you gotta admit her sunlight, the daylight and nighttime mechanic isn't very original. You can only do so much with that. But what's coming out? I can't wait. It's like they saved all the good mechanics for the second half. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.